Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. Good evening, sports fans, and thank you for joining us. We're bringing you, yes, boys volleyball tonight from South Medford High School, where it'll be black and blue boys volleyball. And with the power that this game is played with, there might be some black and blue guys by the time that this match is over with. The North Medford Black Tornado taking on the South Medford Panthers just early into the spring sports season. And I tell you what, you see, I haven't, over the years, done lots of football, done lots of boys and girls basketball, done some soccer here and there. But when it comes to volleyball, I haven't done much. And this will be my first rodeo for boys volleyball. But my sense of it is, in terms of talking with people who know the game well, that what you see in this game probably maybe a little bit less in the way of strategy and tactics and setting things up and doing this, and just plain old good old-fashioned raw country power. And that's what I suspect we might be seeing today with the two sides that are out here on the floor. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to what this evening brings, and glad to be a part of it. Glad that you're joining us here on Table Rock Sports, and thank the many fine sponsors that help make this audio-video streaming event possible. And we encourage you to subscribe to the YouTube channel for Table Rock Sports. What happens there? You become a subscriber, you get notifications about the events that we're broadcasting, such as this one. Right now, what we'll do is we'll pay homage to a couple of our fine sponsors here. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and then we'll get you ready for the start of tonight's match. Boys volleyball, South Medford versus North Medford here on TableRockSports.net.
In the heart of the Rogue Valley, RVTD connects us all, not just through miles traveled, but also through time. With renewable technologies and more convenient ways to get around, RVTD's building a future that keeps our region connected. Public transportation isn't just about getting from here to there. It's about the journey, past, present, and future. Rogue Valley Transportation District, celebrating 50 years of moving our community forward.
Don't miss the President's Day sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Jump online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to South Medford High School. We're just moments away from the start of tonight's boys volleyball match between the South Medford Panthers and the North Medford Black Tornado. Early in the season here, North Medford coming in with a record of 1-1. Looking at their schedule thus far on the year, they took on St. Mary's over Rogue X about 9 days ago, and St. Mary's, who's had a pretty formidable team, they've really hit the ground running with this boys volleyball program, and it was the Crusaders taking the win there, but then the Black Tornado turned it around and picked up a sweep against Crook County and ended up winning that by a score of 2-0. As for the South Medford Panthers, and this technically is the league opener for the two teams. South coming in with a record of 1-1, absorbing a loss to Central Christian at the Going Rogue. It looks like there must have been some kind of tournament at Rogue X there about 9 days ago. Central taking that one 2-1. But in that same tournament later in the day, it was the Panthers prevailing against Marshfield by a score of 2-1. So both teams with identical 1-1 records. Angie Miller, the coach for North Medford, assisted by Manny Munoz and Masi Tanoa. And then for the South Medford Panthers, we don't have, well, we have the roster their coach gave me just prior to game time, and they don't have them listed on here. So right now we're just about a minute or two away. It looks like South Medford getting their final tune-up in as they get ready for the match. South on their upcoming schedule, after today's match, on Thursday, they'll play host to Grants Pass, who has a combined team with Hidden Valley. Then a week from tonight, South will play host to Ashland. And then about 10 days down the road on Thursday, a little match up against the St. Mary's Crusaders. For North Medford, after this match, they'll go over to Phoenix and play on Thursday. And then a week from tonight, they'll go over to take on Grants Pass Hidden Valley. And then a home match against Ashland, and that will be over at Oakdale Middle School. Originally, I believe they were going to do the match over there this evening before the athletic directors worked everything out. You hear the buzzer sounding, and we'll get that scoreboard ready to go for you. South Medford in their white uniforms with blue numerals. It'll be North in black with white numerals. Now, one thing we'll have to see what happened as far as the change of venue, whether or not originally South Medford set up as the designated home team for this evening. Coaches gathered at their respective benches. Last minute instruction. Introducing you to some of the players. First, for the Black Tornado, their roster includes Seth Moore, David Jormalou, Diego McCartney, Noah Harrington, Aiden Addington, Rylan Larson, Peyton Lee, Colton Preston, Malachi Munoz, Joseph Adams, Logan McDougall, Calvin McGarry, and Max Agostino. For South Medford, they'll look like this. They'll come out with Devontae Palomares, Dimitri Catlin, Santiago Guerrero, Seth Davis, Kels Plum, Logan Johnson, Caven Plum, Landon Walker, Ethan Clark, and Mawai Moala. North Medford side of the court, over to our left. South will hold court over on the right. Teams experiencing, and I think the fun thing about this, and I got David Alvarez over here to my right running camera this evening, but it just, it kind of has that fun spring sport atmosphere. You could just almost imagine these guys playing down at Fichtner Mainwaring Park outside and just kind of having some good old-fashioned fun. Now, they'll be competitive as heck once this thing gets going, but before they get going, it's just a bunch of guys getting together having fun. And I know, as David and I were talking about earlier, I mentioned, we got a lot of multi-sport athletes out on this floor.
Basketball players, football players.
Yeah, basketball, football players out there, and they're getting an opportunity to get some cardio, keep their agility up, and keep them out of trouble during the spring.
They're boys, huh?
So a few last-minute instructions from the officiating crew. Glad you can join us, and hope you have as much fun as we anticipate having here as league play gets underway for the Panthers and the Black Tornado. We can see for the Panthers right up at the net, Kels Plum is number 5. Number 12 is Caven Plum. And number 7 is Logan Johnson. Up front for the Black Tornado, we've got Rylan Larson, and he's up there with Seth Moore wearing number 1. And I believe we've got a number 15 up there. That's correct. And that is Rylan Larson. Colton Preston is number 18. North Medford will open at the serve. That one just falls in front of the back line for South Medford. So North will get on the scoreboard first. And we've got a number 12 there. That one falls to knot things up at 1-1. Serve South Medford. They'll follow the back line. They'll set it up. Try to get a volley going there. South Medford with the, or I should say North Medford with the point. There with the dig. is Palomares. The return falls out of bounds. Okay, let's get this scoreboard straight, Jim. There. It's North with the 3-1 lead. Meanwhile, left-handed return. There's Rylan Larson. Black Tornado with the 4-1 lead. Serving is Moore. North off to the quick start at 5-1, opening set of tonight's match. Jump serve. And that falls in. That was just right inside the line. As now North takes the 6-1 lead in the opening set. Moore, this one be a little deep over the back line. South will get it back. Getting set to serve is Kels Plum. North trying to set it up for the return. South with the return attempt, that one out of bounds off the hands of Seth Davis. As North Medford takes the 7-2 lead. David Jormalu serving for the Black Tornado. He'll set it up, play at the net. There with the mighty return. Noah Harrington to make it an 8-2 ball game. North, we're going to return. Good play at the net. There for South Medford. Seth Davis. South Medford serve, checking in for the Panthers will be Ethan Clark, number 15. Harrington, it's set up, play over the line and out. South Medford drawing within 4. Little finesse on the serve. They'll set it up. Dropping it in for North. Then dropping it in is number 15, Rylan Larson. North Medford up by 5, opening set. Larson, lefty serve. South on the return. And dropping it in. Noah Harrington. Actually, a couple of Cascade Christian students on this North roster. Harrington and Malachi Munoz. Trying to make the play there for South Medford, Devontae Palomares. North Medford on a run here, up by 7, opening set. Set the play up there, and Harrington, whose dad is also a volleyball coach, has to be proud of that one, as North Medford goes up by 8. Davis, South working to make a play, but it ends up spinning away. Black Tornado now up by 9. Goes to the back line there with the dig is Kels Plum. Over on the North Medford side of the floor, Calvin McGarry hits that one with authority. Lands out. Seth Davis serve. There at the net is McGarry. Drops it right in where you can't find anybody. And North is up by 9. Harrington serves. South trying to set up a play. Play at the net. And Harrington will just drop that in right in front of Palomares. Black Tornado stretches out their lead to double digits. Attempting the play there. Kels Plum drops to the floor. See Aiden Addington in the game, wearing number 13. Over here on the, what would be, as we look to our left, near the right sideline. Harrington, jump serve. I think if the wall wasn't there, that would end up in Central Point. Goes over the line. South Medford opportunity here. Palomares. Serve a little long. And North Medford will get it back. Malachi Munoz stands in, ready to serve. Drops it in on the back line. McGarry. And the return. Seth Moore with a lot of mustard on that fastball. And it lands over the line. South has it now. And dropping it in for North Medford, Colton Preston. Let's get our scoreboard up to date here. They're showing 20-7. Addington comes out for North Medford. Returning to the match is Rylan Larson. Here he sets it up, and the return by Seth Moore. He'll drop that one in just inside the back line. And North now up by 14. Calvin McGarry. He'll serve it. Panthers keep it alive. McGarry sets it up for Davis. That one lands, just dropped right in front of the net. And it's 21-8. South looking to make a run here. There with the power play. Seth Moore dropping it in. Making it 22-8. Moore serves. Goes deep, a little dig there on the play, try to set it up. Looking to try to make the play is Logan Johnson. Unable to do so, so North looking to try to close this first set out. McGarry setting it up. There's Preston with it. Or back in the old days, it's right here, you would hear somebody shout, game point. They're trying to make a play for South Medford is Caven Plum. North Medford takes the first set. And now they go up 1-0. We'll take a quick timeout here, and then we'll be back with more boys volleyball here on TableRockSports.net.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you. Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes in stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Now we got all squared away here as we get ready for the second set. North up 1-0. Jerry Slaughter, the coach for South Medford, and we just see him there at midcourt with the official. And starting six out there for South Medford up front. We've got Logan Johnson along with Kels Plum and Seth Davis. Along the back line, getting ready to serve as Caven Plum, and he's back there with Ethan Clark and Devontae Palomares. For North Medford up front, it is Colton Preston, along with Calvin McGarry and Seth Moore. On the back line, you've got Noah Harrington along with Aiden Addington. And then also you've got Calvin McGarry. Looks like Munoz going to come out and end of the match. David Jarmalu. Serve for South Medford. Addington with the dig. McGarry, and then dropping it in. Seth Moore with a little finesse on the play. Yes, North Medford takes the quick 1-0 lead. McGarry will drop back into service. South going for the return. And they're a little long on the return is Ryland Larson. That'll knot things up at 1 apiece. Serving for the Panthers will be Kels Plum. Plum, the jump serve. Harrington, the dig on the back line, and that looked like there it just dropped a little bit over the line. So South Medford, with what I believe is their first lead of the night. Harrington dodging danger there. That ball went into the net. McGarry trying to make a play on it. South now up 3-1. Jarmalou. McGarry sets it up. There's more. Palomares is there, but it ends up falling on the South Medford side of the net. And with the score 3-2 South Medford, Seth Moore gets ready to deliver. Palomares, set by Plum. Now it's over on the North Medford side of the net. Point awarded to North Medford. It looked like that might have been. Meanwhile, hot return there by North Medford. Ball still in play. Ryland Larson. Take the play there. South now up by 3, and serving is Logan Johnson. And the strong return there by Logan Preston. Makes it 3-5, and North Medford with service. Here's David Jarmalou. Set it up, the return. Gary trying to drop it in there is Harrington. But it's wide of the line as South takes the 6-3 lead. Ryland Larson emphatically gets that one across. Ball ends up spinning backwards and over the line. Point awarded to the South Medford Panthers. They catch a break there, up by 3, and now Devontae Palomares will serve. That one just over the net. Nice block at the net there made by South Bedford's Caven Plum. Palomares. That one high in the air, and it drops out. South Medford taking an 8-4 lead, and a timeout will be called on the floor. That'll give us an opportunity to break away. And we'll be back in 1 minute.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can, as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning
8-4 in the second set. South Medford with the lead and the serve. Panthers looking to try to even things up in this match. North jumped out in pretty commanding fashion to take the first set at 25-8. Harrington, nice play at the net. Nobody was going to get their hands on that one. And the Black Tornado draw within 3. Looks like we got Seth Moore coming out. Coming in for North will be Joseph Adams, number 26. Actually, looks like Harrington coming out, actually, for North Medford. Officials going over things as substitution comes in. Addington also returns for North Medford. Coach Miller's got a pretty deep bench over for North. Count 7 subs on their side. Coach Slaughter with 3 for South Medford. Adams with his first touch of the night as he serves it. Now, touch off the back line. Got a little rally going here. Nice play at the net. McGarry. And they're dropping it in. Over there, across the way from us, Peyton Lee. As North Medford draws within 2. So Adams seeing his first action of the night. To the back line it goes, and I believe that's Guerrero wearing what would be effectively like the Libero's jersey. That return over the line. Looks like it must have just fallen in because they're awarding North the point, and they'll continue serve. There, he thought he had it for a moment there. Kels Plum dropping it in. Didn't quite land the way he had hoped, and now we're tied up at 8. With that call, North goes up by 1. Dormaloo, and now Addington dropping it in, finding a little space as he extends. Adams. Over it goes, and he drops it right in. You can see it was one of those deals where they thought, they'll just let this one go. It'll land out. And of course, Adams would tell you, well, I planned it that. Now is up by 3. This serve is a little deep. And South will get it back. Okay, they're getting the scoreboard squared away. We have it. At 11-9. Attempt. Medford. They find themselves up 13-9. Preston will come out of the match. We'll do that substitution as soon as we can see his number. So Black Tornado making a little mini run here and making his first return attempt of the match. Wearing 78 is Max Acasatino. That one lands over the line. He got all of that one. South trailing by 3. Going to try to make a comeback here. McGarry. And there, dropping it in. Peyton Lee. North now up by 4. McGarry with service. He'll drop it in, and now they get that across the net. North trying to make the play there, and it ends up falling in. With the return for North Medford is Diego McCartney. He extends the Black Tornado lead to 5. On the return, Acasatino. He's having fun out there. He has his team up by 6. South. And there, trying to make a play at the net. Logan Johnson, that one ends up in the net. North gets it back as they lead by 5. Peyton Lee keeps it alive there for a little bit. But ultimately, South will pick up the point. Logan Johnson puts the ball to the floor, gets ready. High rainbow serve, McGarry. Adams on the return. That one's too deep. Johnson serve. North trying to make a play on it there, but a good dig there on the back by Kels Plum. They'll drop that one in. Lee, and now dropping it in. Nice play there by Diego McCartney. Got a little rally going in there. And now North up by 4. Drolu comes, yeah. Well, I know this. We've got Logan McDougall coming into the match. McDougal, wearing number 30, ball in hand. He's back there with Peyton Lee and McGarry. South trying to set up a return. Palomares. Diving attempt by McDougal. He can't get there, and South is within 3. And here's Seth Davis. His serve. Can't get it across. North now up by 4. More service play at the net. This one goes North Medford's way. McCartney, that one just over the line. The quote-unquote official scoreboard has it at 17:20, so we will update things to reflect that. McGarry trying to make a play there is Addington. Into the net it goes. Harrington on the return. He scores a point for North Medford. And now here's Joseph Adams. There with the dig on the back line, Palomares. Plum gets it across. Palomares keeps it alive. Into the net goes Ian Clark. North leading by 4. McGarry, a no-doubter, as he extends the North Medford lead to 5. Plum, Addington there. And then trying to run it down is Palomares. Plum can't get there. Yeah, for sure. Timeout called by South Medford. They trail 24-18. We'll be back in 1 minute here on TableRock.net.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
South Medford dropping one in. They'll pick up a point, trying to stay alive here in the second set. They're down now by 5. Again, we don't have a 14. This is the guy wearing kind of what's effectively a Liberos jersey. I'm going to take a wild guess that is Guerrero. He's to Guerrero in the Guerrero family, and if that is not him. But here, Medford picks up the victory 25-19. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout, and then we'll be right back here on TableRockSports.net.
Enjoy Abby's Pizza at your place. Close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out hartinsurance.com.
This is Skinny, and he helped found Abby's 60 years ago. In honor of Skinny, we're putting his favorite savory pizza sauce, Canadian bacon piled to the edge, and juicy tomatoes make this a very special pizza. Order your Skinny special right now.
Right now over there, so it's gonna be rough. Yeah, but you got to rebuild.
With expert advice and an amazing selection of flooring, it's easy to see yourself enjoying your perfect floors.
Whoa.
That, my friend, was the One Effect.
Can she go?
Experience the One Effect at the Power of Savings Floor event for up to 50% off or 0 interest for 18 months. Only at Lippert's Carpet One, Medford and Grants Pass.
Don't miss the President's Day sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram. Inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Jump online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Okay, we're getting ready to get the third set underway. Got a nice rally here going to open things up. Davis there to North makes the play to take the 1-0 lead. Stepping in will be McGarry. McGarry drops it in. There's Plum. Plum on the return. That lands out as North takes the 2-0 lead. McGarry, a little too much mustard on the fastball. South with it now. And Caven Plum. Plum, the jump serve, that one, line drive into the top of the net. Couldn't quite see there. It looks like that dropped out. So Plum, opportunity to try to help tie things up for South Medford. And a nice play there by Harrington to give North Medford the 2-point lead. David Jormalou. South, Palomares. That one lands just out of bounds. Well, apparently just inbounds. Shows you what I know. So South, opportunity to tie it up. They're on the return. We're knotted up now. Logan Johnson serving there. Nice block at the net for South Medford. Into the match, the boy Moala. Johnson comes out. Now here we are, knotted at 5. Serving for South Medford will be Seth Davis, number 4. Germalo there. Moala in there. We'll try to set up the return. North taking the 6-5 lead. Back in service is Harrington. A little too much power on that serve, and now South will get it back with the opportunity to take the lead. Unfortunately for Palomares, not quite enough height there on the serve, so North will get it back, leading by 1, and here is Malachi Munoz. 9-6 your score. North Medford ahead 2-0. Play at the net, and the point awarded to South Medford. Harrington there on the back line with contact. Moore gets it across. It's back on the North Medford side of the net. Powerful return by Moore. North with a 3-point lead. Addington will come out, and Ryland Larson returns. Moore sets it up. McGarry will now set it for Larson. Keeping it alive, though, is Seth Davis. Davis, once again, on the return. Dormaloo. Larson, and that one lands out. That one just took a funky spin off the hands of Davis. Now North leading by 4. Here in the third set, Davis sets it up. Trying to drop that one in is Caven Plum. But it ends up landing wide of the line. Yes, North now leads by 5. Dig on the back line. Return attempt, Larson. Moore just drops it right in front of Davis. Looked like there might have been a little bit of breakdown in communication between he and Caven Plum. Serve, however, way over the line it goes. So North lead by 5, but it is South with the ball. And that one just lands in for South Medford. Caven Plum, Tormaloo, McGarry, Larson, Palomares trying to make the play off the back line. Ball into the net. Really not much the guys up front could do about that one. North up by 5. Seth Moore will get ready to serve. He wastes no time. Davis trying to make a play at the net. And here, North Medford extending the play, extending their lead to 6. Moore. And it will be South Medford ball. Kels Plum with his team trailing by 5. Adams in the match for North. Moore comes out. Tormaloo, McGarry, and making a play there, Preston. There's athletes on both sides of the net, but you can tell wherever they've picked it up that a lot of these kids have volleyball experience and know how to play well together. Max Costantino getting ready to check in, but looks like he'll have to wait. Whistle blows. Point awarded to South Medford. McGarry. And Harrington with the smash. North leads by 6. Addington will return. Costantino will come in now as Munoz will get an opportunity for a well-deserved breather. Addington, that one just right there on the line, and it lands in just enough that Addington, with his team now up by 7, will serve once again. Palomares. Harrington there. Attempt by McGarry. He cannot get it over. South will draw within 6, and Seth Davis, number 4, will jump serve. And that one just lands it perfectly. Oh, it's 18-13 your score. Adams, McGarry, Harrington. Little long on that return as the Panthers draw within 4. Adams, McGarry, Harrington, Right there to meet it is Plum. But unfortunately for him, that glances off wide and left. As North goes up by 5. Checking in is Peyton Lee. Preston comes out. Lee's serve just hits right there at the white on the net. Here's Devontae Palomares. Adams. This ball goes high and long. North leading by 5. David Dormalou will take a seat on the Black Tornado bench. Max Acostino. Play at the net. They keep it alive. Moala. Little too much. Didn't know his own strength there. Max drops it in. Dig by who I believe is Guerrero. McGarry making a play at the net. He drops it right in. Little finesse play there. As now North Medford sits 3 points away from victory. Costantino once again finds that back line. Play at the net. Walla keeps it alive. McGarry. Preston. Good hustle to get a hand on it by South Medford. That one goes out of bounds. So South Medford hanging in, hanging on. McGarry, Adams, he dropped that right in, so we kind of had Palomares where he had to try to make some kind of play on it, not able to. North now leading by 7, going to try to close this one out. Addington comes out. North McGarry sets it up, and McCartney making the play there. And here's McGarry trying to make a play on it. Is Kels Plum. And that will do it. So North Medford ends up with the sweep this evening. 25-8, 25-19, and 25-16. The teams will get ready to exchange handshakes. Plum having a little bit of fun with that there at the end. But that'll wrap up tonight's match in boys volleyball action. North Medford taking the victory. 3-0. For my cameraman David Alvarez, I'm Jim McCoy saying thank you for joining us and have a good night.